Hey ladies, it's Janice here, and this week, in between rounds, I will be taking you through a full body mobility session. I'm gonna keep it nice and short. We're gonna keep it under 10 minutes so that you can use this as a tool this week to help you reduce some stress. Mobility is truly a great way to reduce or relieve both physical and mental stress. So make sure you have some space and maybe make sure you save this video because this is something that you can use over and over again, not just this week. So we're gonna start with our hips. I want you to start on your back. We're gonna do supine hip CARS. So supine means we're face up. You guys are getting used to me saying the word prone when we're face down. Here we are, supine. We're gonna start on our right leg. And as you know, CARS stands for controlled articular rotations. We've done them before. I want you to start with your right leg up. You're going to open up from the hips. You're gonna lower that leg towards the side. Then I want you to circle that leg around and come back to where we started. We're gonna do 5 each direction. So leg, knee goes out to the side, extend that leg and circle back. You want to make sure your hips are not rolling as you circle that leg. So if you need to, you can even hold your hips in place so that you're opening that hip as wide as you can without anything else moving. I just want you to do one more in this direction, and then we're going to reverse it. So now from this start position, straighten your leg out, and I want you to think of driving that knee out to the side and then up and back to where we started. So we're going to do 5 here. Again, core is tight, hips are not rolling as you do this. Make sure you're breathing. We've got 3 done, 2 more. And then last one here. We'll switch legs. So now right leg stays straight. This is my left leg. I'm going to have it up. And we'll start out to the side. So I'm going to drop that knee out, extend that leg down, and then bring that knee right up the center. We're doing 5. So out, around, and up. Hips, again, aren't rolling side to side. So try to make sure those hips are square. You can press down on them to help keep them square. Try to think about keeping the core nice and tight. You're breathing through each rep. 1 more. And we're gonna move in the opposite direction. So now we're gonna extend our foot out, drive our knee out to the side and up, circling back to the center. Three more. Smooth motion. So again, controlled articular rotations. We are trying to get as big of a rotation within each joint as we can. This is our last one here. And rest. We're gonna switch gears. I want you up on your knee because I'm gonna have you start in a lizard position. So I want that right foot forward. Both hands are going to be on the inside of that right foot. And you're gonna walk your hands forward so that you're getting a nice big stretch through your hip. Some of you may feel this a little bit in the glute of your right leg or the outer hip of your right leg, but also the front part of your hip in your left. So we're gonna go from here, lizard, to hamstring stretch. So I'm gonna have you walk your hands back, straighten that right knee, keep your back nice and straight, lift your right toe up. So we're in a hamstring stretch here. Then we're gonna walk back forward into lizard. Walk back into hamstring. So that's 2. We're gonna go 10 here. Come back forward. We're really just pausing for that second in each. Forward. This is 4. Walk back for 5. So I have a tendency in my left foot to get a cramp. So sometimes you'll see my left foot, I'll end up tucking the toes under like this, and that's to relieve that foot cramp that I am known to get. Walking it back. We've got 3 more. So forward, sink into it. Hamstring. Yes, try to keep your back nice and straight in that hamstring stretch. So pushing that chest out. Last one here. Forward and back. We'll switch sides. So now we're gonna have our left foot up. I'll turn this way for you. So again, both hands are on the inside of that left leg, and I want you to walk your hands forward into that lizard, and we're gonna walk back. Keep your back nice and straight. Lift your left toes this time, hamstring stretch. Walking forward. Back for 2. Just 3. 4. 5. 6. Check in with your back, because you want to make sure when you're back here that it's nice and straight and not letting it round. We got 8. So it's just 2 more. You should also feel like you're getting further. Now that we're getting closer to 10, you should feel smoother, more open, and maybe can get a little bit deeper than you could in those first few reps. So this is our 10th one here. And we're switching gears again. So we're gonna move now up into our shoulders. I want you in a side lying position. So it's a little tough for the space I'm in. We're gonna have our knees bent at 90, similar to the position you would be in for your side lying T-spine opener. So I want that bottom arm up, out, but instead of doing an opener, we're gonna circle this top arm around. So my knees are stacked 90 degrees, and I'm taking my top arm and I'm going to circle it all the way around and then circle back. And we're repeating. Circle around and back. Try to keep that top knee on the ground. So I'm putting weight in my top knee. I don't want to twist through my hips. I want everything to be happening through my thoracic spine as I reach around. Yes, so it's nice. We don't spend enough time moving through this thoracic spine. We're gonna do 3 more. 8 total, if you're moving at the same pace as me. This is 7. Keep weight in that top knee. And then last one. We'll switch here, so I'm gonna face the other way so you can see it from behind. So I'm gonna have, again, my knees bent 90 degrees. My bottom arm, I know you can't see it, but it's straight out. Top arm is up, and I'm going to circle that arm around, trying to keep weight in my top knee, and then I will circle back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more. Try to push that range at the back. Last 2. facing this way to keep myself honest. This is my sore shoulder that doesn't want to go. Now you can see it, so I can't hide it, and I've got to really push that range. All right, finish here for our 8th one. Excellent. So come back up on all fours, but we're gonna go chest up. We're gonna do a crab lift off. So this is going to help get a little motion through the front part of our shoulders. So fingertips are going to be forward. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift your hips kind of like a glute bridge, but when you do this, I want you to look up. So we're gonna extend up. I want you to look up, and you're gonna feel a nice big stretch through the front of your arms and your shoulders, and then back down. So lift off, lift up, look up, and down. That's 2. We're doing 10 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure you look up on each one. 8, 9. Last one. 10. Come to your knees, because we're gonna finish similar to how we started with a CAR, but this time a CAR for our shoulders. So again, CARs, controlled articular rotations. I'm gonna keep you on your knees so that we can't cheat through our torso. And I'm gonna have you start with your palms up, okay, by your sides here, so keep them in nice and tight. Many of you know if we're doing one arm, we will cross our body, but we're gonna go both together. So we're just gonna kind of cross a little bit, almost like we're bringing them in line with our legs. And what I'm gonna have you do is reach your arms straight up. We're on a nice sort of slight angle here. Thumbs are pointing up, and now thumbs are pointing to the back. And as we get to the point where we can't go any further back, we're gonna start to rotate those fists. Okay, as we rotate them, we're circling the arms back behind us, and we're gonna continue that rotation so that by the time we get back to our legs here, our knuckles are pointing in. Then we're gonna reverse it. So I'm gonna go the way I came, sort of almost like I'm leading with my pinkies, shoulder blades are down and back. And I get to the point I have to start rotating them because I can't go any higher. I start to rotate my palms to face forward, and I'm gonna continue that movement through the front, back to where we started. So that's our full rotation, both directions. We're gonna do 4 more, 5 total. So up, slow and with control, trying to push that range of motion. Back here's where we really start to get into the areas that we need it. We start to rotate through those fists, circling the arms so that we can end up with our knuckles facing our thighs, and then we'll reverse it. So back here, this is where we are trying to push that range of motion. The bigger the range you can get, the better, but you're working within your own range, and you're gonna slowly over time improve your functional range of motion. Core stays tight. Make sure your shoulders aren't lifting. Okay, you're not bringing those shoulders up to your ears as you do this. We've got 2 more. You might get a little crunching in your shoulder. That's okay. If you feel pain, that's where I don't want you to push through pain. You'll just decrease the motion a little bit. Tightness, that's what we're pushing through. The last one here, bringing it back to the front, and we will finish there. So of course, if you are interested on working on your mobility and really improving it, I do recommend you doing more than what we just did. So you can repeat this video as many times as you would like, or you can keep these exercises as a once through like we did, but do it daily. It's really gonna help. Please let me know if you have any questions, and don't forget, we've got a whole bunch of mobility videos in our mobility vault, so you can use that side tab to find them all there and pick and choose the ones that will work for you or that fit into your time and schedule. Have an awesome rest of your day, ladies. Take care.